everybody, Erica Sterwin here from Pink Buckaroo Designs. I've got a fun little Halloween treat for you today. I found these at my local Target and I thought they were so cute. So I bought several of them and I decided to make a little box for them. So that's the design. The measurements of this box are fit exactly this little candy. Now I'm using a really fun stamp set called Ghoulish Goodies. It's a great just general Halloween stamp set. It's got the images and the fonts. Okay, well, let's get started. Let's make the box first. You're gonna need a piece of pumpkin pie that measures 4.5 by 11. We're gonna score the long side at 1, 5, 6, and 10. And then we're gonna score the short side at 1 and 3.5. This is going to be just a basic clamshell box. I guess I didn't even show you how to open it, just like that. Just opens like that, pretty easy. All right, you wanna grab your bone folder and burnish all your lines. This is gonna help make your box nice and crisp. All of those score lines and those fold lines will be perfectly square. All right, now grab your scissors. If I can find mine. And along the long side, we're going to cut all the score lines like this. Then you're going to go back and on each of those squares, cut the corners off. Cut a sliver off of each square. Okay. This is going to help. So when you put your box together, if your score lines are just a hair's width a little bit too big or too small, this is going to help keep any of that cardstock from showing. All right, now this time I'm going to cut those corners off as I go. And you can actually, I'm going to show you how you can do it in one cut. So basically what you're going to do is just cut a V. Actually, we're going to keep that one straight. Sometimes I cut both of those corners, but we'll keep it straight. You can cut the corner off of both of those tabs, but this time I'm just going to do the squares. But if you're going to cut the corners off both, you can just cut a V right there. All right, there we go. So there's your box. If you need to pause the video to look at it so you can see exactly how to cut it, there you go. Okay, now we're going to put adhesive on the outside of all 4 squares. Okay, and I am using Stampin' Seal Plus. This is a great, really sticky adhesive, perfect for your 3D projects. All right, now flip it over and we're gonna tuck the corners into the sides like that. Okay, now come over here and do this one. And this one. And then the remaining middle, you can put it on either side, whichever you want, doesn't matter. So I'm just going to fold this side up, press them in, and there's your box. And you can see how that will close together perfectly like that. Now, one thing I like to do is to take a circle punch, any circle punch will work, and just make a little notch right there so your thumb can open that up like that. All right, now let's decorate our cute little box. I have lots of fun little pieces here to put this all together. I have a piece of Night is Magic Designer Series paper. It's really pretty. It's a really good spooky Halloween paper. And I'm going to put it on this piece of basic black. You can hop over to my blog and find a PDF that has all the measurements for this so that you don't feel like you have to frantically write anything down. When you click the link, it takes you to my Facebook Friday post, and there's a PDF under the 3rd photo that you can find there and save. It's free. It has all the measurements. All right, now this is some really fun metallic mesh. I'm going to wrap it around like this and adhere it on the back. You just need enough to cover the front and fold over the back. And then I wanted to kind of squish in a little bit in the center. So I'm going to take 2 dimensionals And I'm going to put them on either side like that, kind of overlapping the mesh just a bit to keep it in place. All right, now I have already cut out a little piece of Pumpkin Pie Designer Series paper with the tasteful label dies. And I'm going to put that right across there and sandwich that mesh right there. And see how it kind of gathers in the middle? Isn't that awesome? All right, now let's put some adhesive here on the back. And we'll put that right there on the front of our box. All right, now I'm going to do our cute little cat. I'm going to stamp him in Memento Black. I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to cut him out with a die, so we'll put him right in the center. Okay, whoops, let's try that again. There we go, that's better. Now I'm going to take my pumpkin pie and my pumpkin pie Stampin' Blend and color in his little collar there. All right, we're also going to stamp the sentiment before we bring over our cut and emboss machine. I'm going to stamp the sentiment in craft white ink, and then I'm going to emboss it with white embossing powder. The craft ink is nice and juicy. It doesn't dry real fast, so it's perfect for embossing. I'm going to take my white powder and tap it off like that. Then I'm going to get my heat tool. It's going to take just about 10 or 15 seconds for the heat tool to hit the right temperature. And when it does, you will see the embossed image, or here, in this case, the embossed sentiment. It will start to turn shiny. It's quite magical when it happens. Hopefully you can see it. You want to make sure you move your heat tool around so you don't burn your paper. There, can you see how it's getting nice and bright and shiny? All right, good. Now I'm going to cut both of these out with frames from the Ornate Frames dies. I'm going to use this one for our cat and this one for our sentiment, and it just barely fits, but it fits. All right, let's cut off this excess paper here and bring over our cut and emboss machine. All right. I can cut both of these at the same time. Let's get that centered. And the cat, cute cat. I'm going to put the cat up a little bit higher than center so that I have space for that. I can put the little sign right there below him. All right, let's see how we did. There we go, very nice. All right, perfect. I use my magnetic plate for my cut and emboss machine. It is self-healing. You can see it cuts into there, but it doesn't ruin the plate. All right, let's bring over the dimensionals again. And we will put this guy right here below our cat. And then our box, 2 more dimensionals. Don't worry, we're not mailing it, so it doesn't have to be flat. Go to town with those dimensionals. I love the shape of that frame, that white one. All right, last but not least, I'm going to finish it off with some black and white twine. This is from the Playful Pets ribbon trim combo pack. Whoops. There we go. All right, and we'll get a glue dot. And put that right there. Voila! Very cute. A really fun Halloween treat. I hope you'll give it a try. Remember to hop over to my blog and grab that PDF and check out 2 other Ghoulish Goodies projects for you. Thanks, everybody. Have a great Halloween. Bye-bye.